We're going to talk about cheat codes in this video, bro. I genuinely mean this, that what I'm going to teach you has changed my life. Take a look at me for a second. I was a young man that really wasn't destined to become much. I was destined to become a statistic, and I became one. I grew up in public housing for 21 years of my life, bro. We were so broke growing up, we didn't have dinner some nights. All the food that I ate, bro, was like the most cheapest things in the world growing up. I had secondhand clothes. That was my wardrobe. Never had a father. Everyone I knew was addicted to drugs. I became a drug addict at the age of 15 years old. Let that sink in. I've been a young man that I'm genuinely not proud of. I've done a lot of wrong things, hated myself. And I will tell you that building myself up to the young man you're looking at has taught me so many things. And I want to teach these to you. Because I'll say this, to get what you want out of this life, you have to be a certain caliber of man. If you're that guy that's making excuses, trying to, let other people direct your life and, you're kind of submissive and you're just going with the flow and all of this, you're probably not going to get to where you want to get. I mean that. If you made an excuse today, I promise you, bro, you're probably not going to get to where you want to get. I genuinely mean that. That's savage, but it's the honest truth. So we're going to open this up. The cheat codes of life that I've implemented in my own life that will change the game for you. So let's get into it. The first thing, and most people that don't get this mindset, they're just going to think this is retarded. But I know that you and me, we think very similar, bro. And that is, I want you to operate your life like a business. And this is savage, but it's more or less just an example. And this will help you. So let's take a look at it, right, bro? When you think of a business, what is a business mostly, if not the only reason a person gets into business? It's to produce results. Think about it. No one's starting a business to not make money, to not build clients, to not build a reputation, to not put out a good product. Everyone gets into business to win, conquer, to become the best. Well, if you start looking at your life and you look at yourself as a results-orientated man, and if you start going through your life, taking an inventory, is this producing results for me? Is this thing that I'm doing, this video game, is this producing real world results for me? Is this movie that I've watched before, is this producing results for me? Is me living my life this way producing results? And there might be some things in your life that are producing results. Maybe you're hitting the gym, maybe you're studying something, but they're more than likely not. More things not producing results in your life, and this is a big thing, which will lead me to my second point in looking at your business, right? Or looking at yourself as a business, is you have to cut losses. And we can look at this. Because when you're results driven, you need to take an inventory of what's not serving you. It could be a habit, it could be a person, it could be a way of living, and you need to cut it. Because we know this. You'll see a business crumble just like that if they're putting out a bad product. Well, similar thing will happen to your life, bro. If you're producing shit results in your life, you're going to close down. Your life is not going to be the life that you want to live. You're going to go on living a life, being told what to do, not being free, not having money, not having women. And I'm sure that's not what you want. So you need to look at your habits. You need to look at what you're doing. You need to look at the people around you. You need to take an inventory and cut out the things that don't benefit you. This is huge. Just this one point alone, and I've got 4 points I'm going to run you through. This is massive. To add to this, it's to have a growth-orientated mindset. So when you think about business, right, most businesses that continue to thrive year after year after year, they're focused on not only results, but growth. And this is big. They're always thinking about, if we have a coffee shop, right? They're thinking about, can we bring in banana bread, or can we do this? Can we do this? Can we bring in a loyalty program or something, right? They're doing as much as they can to build the business. Well, you need to have that same approach to your life. What can you do? Can you hone in on your skills? Can you build your body? Can you get good at speaking? Can you get good at this? Can you get good at this? Can you provide value to someone this way? Have a growth mindset in how you can build yourself up. The biggest things that we can do as young men is start building your body. Get your body on point, and that will open up doors for you. If your body is not on point right now, do that. And if it is, then focus on how to build a business. Focus on how you can hone in some skills that you can go and teach someone, and you can start making some money from that. I'm telling you, bro, this is big. But again, when you open up the Pandora's box of looking at us as a business, what else comes with that? Another thing comes with efficiency, right? And being, let's say, optimized, right? And take a look at this. Most of us, we go through our lives with no structure, no plan, no routine, no goals. And you need to look at your life and pinpoint exactly what it is that you want. This is a cheat code. You know what you want, and you start to step into that caliber of man, you'll get what you want eventually. It might take a year, might take 5 years, might take 10 years. So you need to come up with the most efficient and optimized way to have this goal plan that you want come true. You want to make $1,000, you want to make $1 million, you want to build yourself up to where you got some status, or you got that nice car, or you're just free, or you're happy, or whatever. Have a plan, be optimized, and work efficiently to get there. Think about it like this. What's the best time for a coffee shop to open? It's not from midnight to 2 a.m. or whatever. It's from 5 a.m. to 1 p.m. That's when people are up, they're drinking coffee. No one's going to be drinking coffee at 8 p.m. They're going to be drinking coffee from 4 a.m. to 5 a.m. to midday afternoon. This is huge because that represents your life. When's the most efficient time to wake up? When's the most efficient time to train? When's the most efficient time to work on your business? When's the most efficient time to do this, do that, do this? Plan it, schedule it, become optimized. And you'll see that once you've got some structure, the game changes for you, bro. But then with this, there's a few other points. And they're equally just as important for these cheat codes to really push you forward. Now, the second point is become as masculine as possible. And I love this because in this modern day, I would be labeled a very toxically masculine young man because I just don't care. I want what I want and I would do what I want to get what I want. I don't make excuses. I remain in control. I've built my body, I've built my mind, I've gone out and I've failed, I've gone out and I've made mistakes, I've gone out and picked myself back up, I've got a whole bunch of scars, I've got a whole bunch of things, bro, under my belt. And this has to be that same kind of way that you live your life. I want to become the most strongest. I want to become the guy that's emotionally in control. I want to be the guy that's not being pushed around, who's assertive, who's dominant, who's running through life, who's not being told what to do. Well, this way of thinking, this way of living, bro, will extrapolate to every area of your life, and I genuinely mean that. The strongest way to be, I genuinely believe, will always start with your body. And you just have to have a body of a masculine man. It's unacceptable nowadays to be fat and overweight, to be skinny fat, or to not even be training. Or anywhere in between that, bro. If your body ain't jacked and ripped and aesthetic, then you're losing. Because we build a lot of traits up in the gym. Consistency, discipline, pushing yourself, delaying gratification. And this will push over to you in business, to you in relationships, to you in your mindset. So it's a big thing. But then, with building your body, there's a mindset that I believe that you have to adopt when you want to become as masculine as possible. And it's really to become the most disciplined version of yourself. Because I relate a lot of masculinity to being disciplined. Because when you think about a guy who's disciplined, right? You don't really always associate that with a guy that's sitting there jerking off. And I hope that's not you. You don't associate it with a guy that's not keeping his word, who's not doing what he's supposed to do, who's not remaining in control of his emotions and not letting his emotions get the better of him. He's tired, he still does the work. Well, you need to get in line and realize that the biggest thing to get you and elevate you to the next point of being the best man that you can be is building that relentless discipline. How I built discipline in my life is get up every day and do what I'm supposed to do regardless of how I feel. There are days that are better than others. There are days that are worse than others. But if I know that I gave my best shot every single day, that calibrates my mind. That every single day, I will try. And it becomes so habitual to where I don't feel good if I don't do what I'm supposed to do. So you have to live your life this way. And this is big. With this, right, it's also not making excuses. It's not allowing other men to tell you what to do. It's Going back to the point that I made just earlier, having a direction, a purpose, a goal, and then aligning your life to getting there, becoming optimized, becoming efficient. If you live your life this way, you will step into masculinity. You will step into this frame that pushes you to get what you want. Because you never meet a masculine man and a genuine guy that's about it who is probably living the life that you live. So go get as strong as possible. Build your body. Stop making excuses. Go out there and live your life. Go start that thing. Go take those risks. Go do what you're supposed to do. Remain in control of your emotions. Push, push, push. Win, win, win. This is big. The next point, bro, is to become extremely competitive. But how I would like to frame this is never satisfied. And this is something, actually, bro, I struggled with. Never satisfied. I'm sorry about my writing, but just listen to me. I became complacent. And it's one of the worst things that I ever did. I remember I was 22 years old, so 5 years ago. In my life, I had bought a sports car. I was living out of home with my ex-girlfriend at the time. We lived in a brand new apartment. She was like making more money than I was making, but like life was good. And I became complacent. What happened? I got fat. I became more weaker, more flaccid, more soft. I became docile. I became just a lesser version of myself. And even to this day, not to this very moment, but let's say a year ago, complacency sometimes can hit. You can build your body and think, okay, well, I'm done. Don't need to go gym every day now. Oh, I've done this. Oh, I started this. This happened. This is going well. I don't need to keep pushing. Well, you should never ever be satisfied. And this is a big cheat code that has really helped me, is that there's another young man your age that looks like you who's got way more than you. And we're living in a world right now where the strong survive, where money is genuinely important, where who you are, what you're doing, what you have, says something about you. So you should never ever be satisfied. Unless you're happy living in the forest and, not living the normal traditional kind of way, then you shouldn't be satisfied. Because why? Why? There are other people who've got more money than you, who have the girls that you want, who have the cars that you want, who have the life that you want, the respect that you want, the status that you want, the freedom that you want. So you need to look at your life and this isn't enough. You always hear this bullshit thing like, oh yeah, like the rich people aren't happy and all of this stuff. And you'll hear like, oh, all of these things don't give you happiness. Fine, cool, great. If it doesn't give you happiness, fine. Let me have it. Let me earn it. Let me get there. And then if it doesn't bring me happiness, I'll find out how to be happy when I've got all those things. But living this life of like, oh no, don't chase those materialistic things and don't do this and then they're not happy. They're all miserable, the people that are rich and people that are free. Well, let me get to that point and I'll be the judge of that. And you have to have that same approach. It's so crucial that you don't make a little bit of gains or you make a little bit of money or you get one girlfriend or something and it's like, oh, that's it. I'm done. I'm good. I'm great. Because you'll see how quickly the domino effect happens and you get complacent. This area of your life starts failing. This area of your life gets worse. This area of your life becomes shit. So don't ever become satisfied. That's a toxic way of living. But I can tell you what, most people that, if not every single person that came first, whether it was in business, whether it was in sports, whether it was in anything, they weren't satisfied with 10th place, or 20th place, or 50th place, or 100th place. They were only satisfied with first. And we've got it instilled in us to become the best men possible. So never satisfied. Now, every day is hard. And this has changed the game for me. I wake up every day knowing and expecting that I'm going to endure problems, I'm going to be tired, I'm going to be sore, I'm going to be hit with a bunch of different things. Every day I wake up, I've never expected it since I flipped my mindset that it's going to be easy. And you need to do this exact same thing. Because when you're running through your day, and you're doing your gym workout, or you're sitting down and you're doing deep work and you're in a deep work session for 4 hours, or you've cold approached that girl, or you've done this, or you've done that, or you've done that. I expect everything that I do to be hard. I know my workout's going to be grueling. I know when I get back to some of the boys who I coach, there's going to be a problem that arises and I have to figure out what's the best solution that I can give them. I'm prepared. I'm ready. I'm ready for war. I'm ready for the hard shit. I'm ready. And you need to get to this point where every single day is hard. And you have to realize that pain, hardness, is equally attaches to the man that you are. The more pain that you can endure, the stronger you become. The stronger you become, the more you can get out of this world, because the weak don't survive. So you need to wake up with the expectation it's hard. Cool, great, let's get after it. And when you hit the pillow at the end of the day, after a long day, and you've won that day, that wasn't that hard. That wasn't hard at all. Do it all over again. Boom. This is a way of living that I've adopted. I didn't even know who taught me this. This is just what I do now. Every day. And I have most of my day set up with hard things. Like if you look at my habit tracker, bro, there is so many things that's genuinely hard. And I love it. And you have to start implementing this mindset. The last point, and I'm going to say this, and it kind of bounces off what I said previously, but you need to focus on money. Now, this world, again, has dumbed us down to think, money isn't happiness, money isn't this, money isn't this, money isn't this. Well, I am calling that out now, and I've had this mindset, no, money isn't, it's not everything. You know why? Because I didn't believe that I could ever make something of myself. The truth is, money is everything. Look, of course, money can't bring back a loved one from the dead. And money can never make a man. And I want to really put that in front of you. If you're a dork right now and you get rich from a crypto pump and dump, or if you're not good with women and you're weird or you're socially inept and all this, money won't fix that. Life experience, skills, you putting yourself out there will fix that. Money will only amplify a man, but you have to have a focus on making money. Don't go into it with this expectation of I'm not going to try and make money. Try to make as much money as you possibly can. Go back to the first point that I made in this video of operating like a business. What's a business do? Try to make as much money as possible. They're trying to make multiple streams of income. They got the coffee, they got the banana bread, they got the whatever else, the coffee, they got frappuccinos, they got this, they got that, they got pies, they got this, money. Well, the truth is, bro, you need to have this focus. You have to. And I think that that's the only way that I have to put it. If you try to put things on top of money, look, I'm going to repeat myself. Money will never make a man, but money will solve 99% of your problems right now. In a world that we're living in, bro, the gap, the hole in the sky is closing for us to make as much money as possible now. We've probably got a stretch of 5 to 10 to 15 years, and then the game's changed. AI is taking over. We're all going to be just rich or broke, and the way out will be almost non-existent. So it's now. So focus on it. So these are the cheat codes that I have. I believe that these cheat codes, bro, will change the game for you. I know that how I'm living my life now, with who I am, with these cheat codes that I've installed in my mind and myself, I'll get what I want. And I know you'll get what you want as well. So do this, bro. Live your life this way and trust me. You'll see the change. If you want to do coaching with me one-on-one, you want to join a group of young men on self-improvement, and I've got 2 groups. I've got older boys, I've got younger guys. You'll get benefit from either one, bro. I will coach you, I will help you, and you have a network of brothers around you who want to push you, help you win, see you win. Message me on Instagram or go to the link in the description. I love you, G. I mean that.